YouTube, going live on Twitch.
Oh my God.
And there we are, we're live. Yay!
Oh, wait, I'm not recording. Fuck. Shit. Sorry, I'm an idiot.
Starting now.
Give me a second. New audio recording. La 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 la. All right, this is Josh's side of things for the conversation about Black Summer Season 1, Episode 6, The Heist.
6.
All right, let's clap ourselves in.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah! Woo! Ow! 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 Hey everybody, welcome once again to On Fire Tonight with Josh and Tressa. I'm Josh.
I'm Tressa.
And we're having a coughing fit. We're talking about Black Summer Season 1, Episode 6. It's a zombie show. If you have not seen it already, please go watch it because we are going to talk all about it during this episode.
Everything.
We're going to spoil anything and everything.
Hey, just check it out.
What's up? Oh my God, you look like you're in the show.
Oh yeah, it's so cool.
So listeners to the podcast who do not see this Zoom live stream, which exists temporarily in some places, will not realize that we've got this great background of a heating duct that characters crawl through in this episode.
Every show that ever existed. Yeah.
Right. It's the famous Die Hard. Do you remember that episode of Die Hard?
Yeah, that was a good one. Way better than that one where he was stepping on glass. That one was painful to watch.
Right, that was a different episode, but in the episode of Die Hard where Die Hard is a farce, I believe, where Hans Gruber frequently mishears something, and then because of like awkward social situations, John McClane has to like save the day.
Right, but he's accidentally on a date with somebody else, so he has to keep switching outfits, and
he has to keep switching outfits, but in both outfits he has no shoes on.
right, because it's too hard to change if he had shoes on.
I love that, like so there's like all kinds of farce in the world, but like surely the most familiar for Americans is Three's Company. Where like a full third of the episodes is about Jack trying to like have two dates at once.
Yes.
So yeah, that was a good episode of Die Hard.
One of the best. Goddamn.
It was tippy toppy, tippity toppity, tip top, tip.
Yeah, so this show that we watched, this episode was about a heist. And how did we get here?
I'm sorry, you cut out for 1 second because my piece of shit headphones like launched another app over you. What was that?
How did we get to a heist? We were escaping a diner last time we met.
All right, so it's super confusing, and I want we're dropped into a huge time jump, or what feels like a huge time jump.
Yeah.
In this story, and we don't get any background information about how we progressed from where we left off, which is a couple of our groups merged at the end of the previous episode, and they're just they're at a silver diner type place that's been abandoned, and they know that they have to keep moving because the horde is coming. And it's great. They don't say which direction the horde is coming from.
Mm-mm.
It's not clear why there would be only one horde. Like
I'm
why
gonna
would
assume. I'm
like
gonna.
why not have like multiple hordes coming from different directions going in different
I
directions?
mean, that makes perfect sense, and it should be that way. But I'm going to assume it's coming north from the south because Carmen and Manny said that they were coming from the south, going up.
And they knew about the horde.
Right. They were the first people that talked about it.
Right. So
Which
in this
means there was,
episode,
but wait, that means there was some sort of mass event at the time of this, everything went down, because a horde, that's got to be hundreds of thousands of people, right? Or zombies or whatever.
I mean, it's enough to be like miles of people. So think about it as like a mega parade, right?
Yeah.
It's a mega Halloween parade, but everyone's come in the same costume.
A mega zombie marathon.
Huh?
For charity. Anyway.
Yeah, it's a food bank, but
You're the food.
you're the food, my friend. Hungry, hungry hippos. So
Marbles.
that's what they look like.
Yep.
Um, do kids still play with games like Hungry Hungry Hippos?
Yeah, little kids.
Like that's still the kind of board game. Like
Yeah.
I wonder how.
You know what it is? Now they've made everything poop adjacent. So everything's like pick up the dog poop or pull the snot out of this guy's nose. Like everything has to be gross now because it's hilarious.
When I was a kid, and I don't know if this was a popular game, I don't know if this was a short-lived thing, but I had a board game, and it was probably like a hand-me-down from my cousins because everything basically was. So it was a board game. It was board game adjacent. It was a thing where you set up a thing and you have to like keep stacking things or unstacking things and not knock it over. It's kind of like Jenga, but it's not, because there's a character. It's like a restaurant waiter with a tuxedo, and he's holding a tray, and the name of the game was Don't Tip the Waiter.
Oh, that is some fascist bullshit.
Right? I mean, it's a pun because the idea is you trying not to tip him over.
Right.
But what a fucked up name for a game.
Now all those kids are shitty adults that are like, I don't know why, I just can't tip waiters.
Right. They're all the Mr. Pink character from Reservoir Dogs.
I don't remember that part of Reservoir Dogs. Now I do. But I'm glad
they're sitting around the diner and arguing about whether or not like the waitress refilled his coffee 25 times and whatever.
Right. I haven't seen that movie in like 30 years. But wasn't Pizza Party like that game too? You know, Pizza Party.
I remember the song, but I don't remember the game. Party, pizza party. Yeah, it's a jam. Are we going to get a cease and desist, or will people think that this is product placement?
From Mr. Pizza Party? Oh, I hope so.
Also, another show that we've been watching, Outer Range. I don't think Clamato is product placement, but it sticks out as a very fun specific.
I'm gonna say it's product placement because gross.
I,
How? I mean, who else? I mean, there's no other way they can get anyone to drink Clamato unless they have some weirdo drinking it on some show. It's done.
I don't think it's product placement because it doesn't look like it's referred
Delicious.
to as clam juice, and the only one who drinks it is this weirdo. And
Is it referred to as clam juice? I thought that was just us going off on it. I don't remember.
I think
I'm sorry I asked. You're right.
so. Anyway, um, where were we? We were talking about
Oh, Black Summer Heist.
Black Summer Heist. Okay, so wait, let's just dig into the fact that this is a huge time jump.
Yes.
And we have to reorient ourselves. Our characters, although it is not explained,
Yes.
they have to get into this stronghold and steal weapons.
Yeah.
And they also have to break out their imprisoned friend.
Question.
Yeah.
Do you think that they had another episode before this and it just didn't work, so they just scrapped it?
That's what I think. I think that, like, for whatever reason, whether it was a production reason or whatever, they couldn't shoot it, didn't shoot it, and they just had to live with it. They just had to live with, like, they're missing some info. So, like, it's interesting because all of the preceding episodes, things really play out in compressed time, where, like, one group is having something happen at the simultaneous moment as another group. And so we really feel like time is moving slowly in the world of the show.
It's virtually real time up until now.
Yeah, it's virtually real time. There've been some slightly confusing things about, like, one group seemingly being way more exhausted than another, but whatever, like, who knows. But then to have this big jump it's jarring in the context of the show, but it's also like, what, these guys have they've given us a really good, smart show so far. Let's just roll with it, and let's just, like, not get lost in it. It's hard because, like, it pulls you out of the story because you're like, what, how,
yeah,
when?
No, everything that was going on, I had no idea what was going on until it played out, and then I was like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing. And I think it works for this episode, and it also doesn't work for the episode because I didn't know the plan ahead of time. So I wasn't like, oh, when is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? But I also was like, what the fuck is going on? So.
Right. I mean, like, in a traditional heist movie, you have the reason for the heist explained to you up front. And you have elements of the heist, like, some of them you usually discuss them, or, like, it rolls from this is the plan, like, you sort of compress the explanation of the plan into the execution of the plan.
Right.
So we have none of that here.
No.
We're being trusted. We're being trusted to be a smart audience, is how I prefer to interpret this.
I do as well, because I am very smart.
Well, no, it's just, I mean, it's just that, like, shit happens, right? Like, they have, like, a really, like, tight, cohesive show up until now, and then some fucking thing happened, and it's like at least one episode could not get made. Some aspects of the show never made it to air.
Right.
And so, for whatever reason, we were over there. Now we're over here. Just live with it.
Okay, fine.
I'm saying that to myself.
I know.
So,
So we get two army guys on a roof playing chess.
right.
They're
not being the best watchmen because they're playing chess, but they do manage to spot
yeah,
the
because
group
they have
walking
a
into
sixth
town.
sense somehow. They just know.
Right.
And the gang, the Scooby gang walks in into wherever, and they split up. Carmen, Manny, and Rose go to the door with the security camera, and they're like, "Hey, what's up? We got a white lady. Who doesn't love to rape white ladies?"
Totally. Manny is like the procurer for whoever it is inside the stronghold.
Right. Yeah. So many questions.
Right. Like, why would they trust Manny? Whoever they are, how would Manny know?
How do any of these people know about this place or how to get in or what they do?
Yeah. So there are a lot of confusing aspects about this place that I just want to like explore for a second. It seems to be a high school. Like there are like lockers in the background of some
I did not see
wide
high
shots.
school at all. That was like some sort of factory or uh, electric company thing. I did not see high school at all.
So I think that they used a couple different locations to combine into whatever this compound is supposed to
That's
be.
dishonest, Josh. Why would they do that?
But it's like they clearly use the hallway of a high school with lockers that they like lit pretty darkly, but they're there. And then they have some warehouse stuff and some factory-ish stuff. And it's a combination, possibly military or runaway military guys in control of this place.
Right.
There's like rave there's a rave going on. So whatever the seat of, like, once again, the seat of power, which is just such a stupid trope, is inside for no reason a nightclub.
There were no contortionists, though. I was really upset about that.
They might have gotten killed during one of the melees.
Zombie contortionist.
So, but it's also, I'm not sure if they are making or distributing drugs. I mean, it seemed like, I think somebody was smoking a crack pipe.
Yeah, it looked like it. There were lots of weird drug things. Like it looked like somebody was making drugs when they first walked in. It was like, here's the drug room where we make drugs, and here's the room where we do other science stuff, kind of. And here's the next room where everyone's just fucking. Here's the next room. Like this place was wild.
Right. So like it's unclear what the fuck is going on. Is this a prison rape situation where there's like a dead body on the floor while someone is getting raped right next to it? Did I imagine that?
I did not catch that. That doesn't mean you imagined it though. It was dark and a lot of shit was going on.
So the people that are at the rave, do they live inside the compound? Do they pay an entry fee of some kind? Are they there to buy or sell drugs themselves?
Hey, maybe they live in one of those classrooms. Maybe they
Maybe they
barter.
teach social studies.
Yeah.
They teach historical civics because like there is no United States anymore.
That's right. They teach journalism. They're putting together a newsletter for everybody else.
There's a zine. There's a hot zine that's got hot takes about everything going on around the drug slash prison slash high school slash warehouse rave
Slash brothel. Yeah, it's
slash
crazy.
brothel slash rapatorium.
Oh, ew. Okay.
Yeah, it's like the grossest place. You've got
Mhm.
this super bulky commando dude who looks like a power lifter who like takes them in and like separates. He's like, you go that way, you go that way.
He just trusts them to go the right way, but he locks Rose in a room.
Right.
Oh, that's
Rose
gross.
gets locked into a room that we later discover Lance is also in, but like chained up in or something. And we don't
And
know
he,
that how Lance got there or why
no,
or anything.
never explained. And it seemed like he was super, super drugged up, but not with meth at all. Like fake heroin, I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't know what's fake heroin made with. Josh, you know, right?
Oh yeah. So regular
Mm-hmm.
heroin is an extract of opium.
Mm-hmm.
So use sopium.
Oh,
I
it's
think I think sopium might actually be a real thing. I don't think I'm
no,
not sure what that is.
it's a drug.
I don't
Wait,
I don't
it's
know. I don't
it's
know.
it's like Adderall where you take it and you clean everything.
Is that what Adderall does? Is that like a speedy thing?
I mean, yeah, it helps you focus and actually gets shit done, like clean.
Okay, cool. Well, it didn't seem like anyone was like
Clean.
no, nobody was clean. I mean, I can understand you're in a dystopian apocalypse. It would make sense to me that people are just doing any crazy drugs because they're gonna die probably any minute, and who the
Right.
fuck knows. And but here's what doesn't make sense to me is the combination of we're gonna like wall ourselves up in here
Oh my
and this is somehow a fortified place that's safe,
God.
but also we're making like really unhealthy
Dangerous,
survive
even.
yeah super dangerous decisions. Like it's clear that like rape is just part of daily life. It's right, like this is like a brutal like
So, ugh. It's
it's
like a
like
white man's fantasy. Oh, he said it. What?
right, given if all societal restraints were removed,
Uh,
people are at their worst and do their worst
science.
according to the society of this strange compound we've entered to do a heist in.
Yes.
I think it would have been so much better if this was a Save the Rec Center episode that comes out of nowhere.
They're just trying to save their weird rape club.
Yeah, like listen, we're gonna break dance so that we can save the rapatorium. These hotshot bigwigs from the city want to take over our rapatorium. The zombie horde is coming, but we're not gonna lose our rapatorium.
That's why we got to raise money now.
Ugh. Yeah, so it's like it sucks. Rose is in the rape room. She's like Rose gets molested by the beefy dude
Yeah.
when he's like checking her for weapons.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Right. Um he like checks, he like does a pat down on everyone, but like really pats her
Really?
down.
Yeah. Making sure
Um
she doesn't have any guns in her boobs.
yeah, it's weird that they all got the pat down
Mhm.
because Carmen has a switchblade that she later uses.
Right.
Like the lights go out and she flicks her switchblade and like kills the beefy dude who she has.
I thought that was a different dude.
Maybe it's a different dude. It's
I don't
a
know.
beefy dude.
Yes. One of many beefy dudes.
So like it's clear that like the the powerlifter social club at the local gym were like,
Mhm.
listen, guys, I got enough protein powder to last us for 2 years if we like ration it correctly.
Wow, that's so, I like that for them. I don't like anything else that they did for them though.
How the fuck would these guys, like everyone else has like a desperate look about them,
Mhm.
but the people in charge of the fortress look extremely well fed, well rested, etc.
They've probably been there since the beginning, hunkered down and kept their weight room in good condition. And I mean, kept up with his or their what are they called? Steroids. So they like nothing but confidence.
So wait,
So,
you go to the gym.
oh my God, do I?
So what do you do at the gym?
I don't lift free weights. I use the machines and I do weight stuff like that.
Okay. And you have like a formula that you follow, like a routine type thing?
Yeah, 3 times a week I lift heavy weights. Every body group because I don't like to do it every single day.
Uh-huh. And are you do you build up like more increasing amounts of weight? How do you do it?
Yes, but I haven't in a while because I've been really bad about going 3 times a week. So I'm kind of stuck at the same weight for the past month.
Do you stretch before or after, or like do
Fuck no.
warm-ups?
No, I do like treadmill for 15, 20 minutes before and after. I don't stretch though.
Interesting.
I am interesting.
That's what I just said.
I know. I'm agreeing. So
So,
steroids.
uh-huh. So these guys are all on steroids. That's
Uh-huh.
their drug of choice.
Mm.
They might also be doing crank, heroin, uh, crack.
Mm.
What are some other good ones?
Soapium.
Soapium.
What
Um,
are some other good ones, Tressa?
what are your favorites that you do on an everyday basis? You make dinner for
NyQuil.
your family and then hit the crack pipe. The only
It's
lifting you're doing today is a hypodermic needle into your arm.
Josh, shut up. You know you do crack first and then you make dinner. Otherwise, you won't have the energy to make dinner. What are you
Oh, and
thinking?
then you just sort of mellow out with some heroin.
Right.
Just watch some shows and puke.
That's a night for me.
Yeah. I think most of these drugs make you puke. Also, like if
Do they though? If you do them a lot, don't you
I'm
get
not positive, but I think like a normal part of being addicted to some, like I'm pretty sure that heroin makes you puke pretty normally. And I think maybe crack does too.
I don't think the uppers do.
Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm just saying that, like, on top of everything else, like, there's a lot of fucking vomit along with dead, raped bodies.
I mean, who cares? It's gonna smell terrible no matter what. A little vomit on top of that is not gonna hurt it. You're just gonna be like, oh, that's a nice smell because it's different. It's different terrible.
Uh, there's there's a scene in Conan the Barbarian, which is genuinely one of my favorite movies.
I know. Mhm.
uh, wait, have I brought it up before? Have I made you watch it?
Yeah.
Does it come up? Um,
It is your favorite. I just remember James Earl Jones has those really cute baby bangs. Go ahead.
Yeah, he looks like the hottest goth girl in town. Thulsa Doom, bringing that 90s realness. All you need are some chunky glasses. Oh man. Yeah, so James Earl Jones plays Thulsa Doom, but this is a scene without him. So Conan and Subutai, thief and archer, go to a city, and Conan turns to him and says, "What is that smell?" And Subutai says, "Civilization."
See,
Yes,
people are disgusting.
people are fucking gross.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
That's a
I'm
great line.
right.
Yeah.
Um. So
Yeah.
anyway, we're
Let's
we're in the middle of a heist. We're in the middle of the heist. Our gang
right.
has split up into like different little cohorts. Rose is somehow the decoy,
Right, because she's the
al-
white lady.
although it doesn't seem like her decoy powers are that great. Like she's left alone in a room for part of the time, so she's not really decoying anyone.
Right. I yeah. And aside from that, I fuck that. I mean, being a decoy is bad enough, but then being locked in a room and then not knowing what anyone else is doing, am I gonna have to stay here for the rest of my life? Fuck that. I hated that so much. Anyway,
Yeah.
me
Uh yeah, no, it's terrible. I mean, I think like real life scenario, that's fucking a death sentence that she somehow signed up for. It's like whatever. We didn't get to see the planning or the rationale behind it.
right. He, anyway,
So then
anyway, we meet up to see what Manny and Carmen are doing. They went down a hallway that was a different door that they were told to go through, and they let everybody in, the rest of the gang.
right. Who, even though like the army guys at the beginning saw the entire group,
Yeah.
that didn't
Mm.
matter because they
Mm.
split up and no one was the wiser for
I,
that
I
for
think
that
they
like
saw. I think they saw them split up too. Like they were pointless. They were like, "Why are we even showing these security guards?" Because they're just seeing, they
they're
not
just
reporting.
obsessed with chess.
They
That's
fucking
all they
love
can
chess.
do.
Chess is so great. Have you seen the Queen's Gambit? Because I haven't, but chess is so great.
I liked the Queen's Gambit, but I have some sticking points about it.
I haven't watched it and I don't care. But anyway,
I mean,
um,
it's like my sticking points are pretty minor, but I think it's a really good show. And also, I think it's really cool that it got a lot of people excited about chess.
yes. Can you hear my door? I was going to say my dog snore, but my door snog was about to come out of my mouth. Anyway,
Your door snog is constant.
I know I can't get rid of it. We follow Spears and Son, and is it just Spears and Son? And
No, it's the other dude too.
I feel like we lost the weird guy and William in a lot of what happened.
I don't even know what William did. Was he in this episode?
He was for like a second, like he showed up and he like was like,
He
okay, we're going this way, and then I never saw him again. And
okay,
the
so
weird guy
some
was like with them when they were walking up, but I don't think I saw him ever after that.
so this is a challenging episode. It is because
Yeah, it is. I really enjoyed it, but at the same time, it was a challenge. It was messy, is what it was.
Yeah, like um it's clear that something happened. They they worked so hard in previous episodes to track everybody's story, keep us checked in with people enough that we never lose a thread.
No, they were tuned into the minutia of each character, each
Yeah, I mean,
move.
maybe their whatever they're doing, their plot points don't progress at all, but we see a little bit of them and know that they live.
Right. So
Yes.
Spears and Manny and Sun come up against, they peek over some railing that's wide open and see someone, a guard in front of a door. No idea how this guard does not see these three people standing 10 feet away from him, but he doesn't. Then they sneak up on him and beat the living hell out of him. And then Sun, I guess, slits his throat. That was a lot. You could have just knocked him out. What? Go ahead.
I mean, we don't know why. It's never explained who these people in the fortress are or why we have to go up against them and steal their shit. And I mean, it's clear once we get inside, it's a rapatorium and that they're literal war crimes being enacted every minute of the day.
Yeah.
But it's such a confusing place because there's this rave going on.
Blood's coming out of the waterworks. It's like a vampire rave. It's wild.
Yeah, in every
chicken noodle soup is coming out of the boxes. Long-time listeners, go ahead.
I have never understood why it's such a thing to have important contacts, the kingpin type person or whatever, why do they always fuck, sorry, I have a multitude of technical weirdness. I have never understood why it's necessary for, and such a trope in every movie, every Bond movie, every fucking Black Panther, everything. You need to find the kingpin or an international art thief or whatever. You're going it's in the Star Wars fucking franchises. There's always a super casino or an underground rave.
Yes.
And that's where you make your contacts. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean, where else are you going to find the head honcho except for a dance party? I don't know, dude.
Right, a dance party that they're not dancing at, they're not DJing at or MCing. Maybe they own the club and their office is in the back. I get the idea that if you are operating a bunch of businesses that are under the table, you need something to launder money through. But the idea that you would combine these things is stupid.
What you mean in this episode, combining the rapatorium and the drug factory and the dance party, the dance hall, dance hall.
It doesn't seem like money is worth anything.
No, why would it be?
Right. And it doesn't seem like expensive things are worth anything.
Nah.
So the only thing that matters is food and shelter and some semblance of security. So I get, okay, so the fortress is security.
Sure.
Unless you're getting raped and murdered.
Right. And I'm sure a lot of people, a lot of women are like, okay, yeah, we can pretend like whatever. I'm just going to sell my body right now so I can be safe for a day or two, because that's what women do when they need safety.
Um, I, I, I mean that they've danced around that idea in this show
Right.
as like that's the currency.
Right.
That's a currency.
Right. Right. Right.
Um,
Because men.
right. So, um,
I just remember where else William was. He was the one who turned off the power.
oh yeah, good call, good call. Yeah, William, he was the like explosives expert, except that, you know, not like an explosives expert. He was the like
Right.
the power grid expert.
That scene was goofy as hell. He and Carmen
Wait, oh
go to
wait, but he we learned earlier that he like worked on power lines. So
there you
there
yeah,
you
because
go.
which makes that scene even goofier, because he and Carmen go into a hallway. He opens one door, looks inside, and then turns around, is like, nope. He goes to the next door, looks around, he's like, yeah. Goes in, and it's just like a fuse box. I mean, sure, I get it. I can't figure out what fuse goes to what lights in my house. It's fine.
Mhm.
But then he like turns off this big switch and he's hoping everything goes off and nothing happens. So he has to, oh, I should do the one on top of that one. Goofy as hell.
I mean, if you're like an electrical engineer, then you see things that I definitely do not see.
Like
So
a giant switch that says power to everything. What? Do you try this one next, please,
oh
William?
no, we didn't actually explore fully. There's a whole hospital wing. We just turned off the power. And that's it. We just turned off the power for life support.
Whoops. Uh,
Um,
so while they're doing that, or before they were doing that, Son and Manny and Spears, they find the artillery. Uh, what's it called? Uh, they find all the guns and shit, and they're
right.
packing up giant duffel bags, and they're like, "Awesome, let's get out of here." And that's when they,
I mean, okay, I understand the need for weapons in this shitty world.
Mhm.
Um, but like, how big an arsenal is actually practical? And if you're like sort of a homeless nomadic like Scooby gang, you don't even
Yeah,
have a vehicle to keep stuff in.
it's gonna suck to carry around everywhere.
Yeah, how many guns and how much ammo can you possibly carry?
And also, they're loud. You're going to attract just as many zombies as you are going to kill. Probably attract more than you're killing.
Oh,
You
that's
want more,
true.
like, you want spears. You
You
want,
want crossbows,
yes, you want fucking crossbows.
right? Like you want
Mm.
a bow and arrow, a crossbow, like
You
that
can
shit is
reuse the
quiet.
ammo if you
Yeah.
have to.
Hmm.
I'm saying, like,
They
yeah.
should go to like a really upscale summer camp and raid
Or a
the
Dick's Sporting Good. Like,
or
come
a Dick's
on.
Sporting Goods.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Poor choice. This heist was unnecessary.
By the way,
Uh-huh.
uh you can get some like I'm not an expert at all,
Mhm.
but you can get some very nice bows and arrows at Dick's Sporting Goods for not very much money. And
Have you been stocking up?
I'm ready for the zombie uh like me and Gina Davis was like an Olympic
Hmm.
level archer.
Yep.
So me and her.
Me and her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat. I respect that.
Yeah. So uh buy your archery goods at Dick's.
And you know that shit's way lighter than a bunch of guns and ammo.
Totally.
Nice.
Totally.
Unnecessary heist. So they, Son and Manny, this is when they are going through the air ducts, which is, see, I like what happened in the air ducts, but I hate it. The air ducts are the building version of keys in the visor. How does every building that's ever been in any movie or show have air ducts large enough for humans to crawl through and actually hold body weight? They don't ever. That doesn't exist.
Yeah, but I mean, in this case, you have an industrial factory type scenario where it
Okay, fine, you're right.
or
But
or a
how
high
clean were
school.
they? Why were they so clean? They should have been full of dust and disgusting.
Rats,
So, yeah.
dead
Yes.
rats.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just fucking a ton of dust.
Yeah. It should have been looked
Soot.
like a lint trap in there. It should have been disgusting. But
Yeah,
these look brand new.
yeah.
That's so nitpicky, but I just wanted to be mad about the vents for some reason.
Um, so some shit goes down in the vents, in the heating ducts.
Because the power went out. Thank you, William. And when that happened, Carmen knifed some dude, killed him. He turns into a zombie. Chaos everywhere. It was nuts. Everyone's freaking out. Guns are going off. And not in a pointed, focused way. People are just shooting guns. And they
If
just
you
have, yes.
if you have to kill someone
Mhm.
and that you know that killing them in the wrong way will turn them into a zombie,
Mhm.
why don't you just go out of your way to kill them in the right way?
Well, I think that Carmen did it so he would turn into a zombie. So there would be utter chaos.
You think that that was her intent?
I totally think it was. I think that they needed another distraction, and also they wanted they wanted to wipe everything out. They wanted scorched earth in this bunker.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but she's the closest person to this brand new zombie once she's like,
But she's not, because she kills him and she walks away, and now he's surrounded by a bunch of living people. She's gone already.
but then there's just an ocean of zombies that she's like manufactured, and she's there as well as all of her friends that she doesn't want to die,
I didn't say it
presumably.
was smart. I'm just saying I think it was intentional.
Okay. Okay. I mean, it might have been like I believe the chapter heading was something like, this is not part of the plan, or
Oh yeah, yeah.
something like that.
I don't think it was part of the plan. I mean, because it said it's not part of the plan, but I
I
do
mean,
think it was part of her plan for sure.
like she was uh portrayed as having agency and intention, like she's like trying to seduce this guy.
Yeah, yeah. She singled him out
Right.
because he's a big beefy dude.
Right. And so, yeah, so chaos ensues. The lights are out. There's zombies and shooting. And in that chaos, some bullets go into the heating duct. Some bullets go into the heating duct.
Like a full round, and it was surprising. At least
So
I thought so.
Son looks back.
Man, he didn't make it.
No, but it's a great like pop-up zombie moment where like she's shining the flashlight at him
Yeah.
and his zombie face comes, you know, from down in the guts, like straight up into the camera, like rah!
Yeah, it's great.
So crawl, baby, crawl.
I mean, I don't crawl. I don't know how hard crawling is, but man, she made it seem like crawling was the hardest thing in the world to do. Even before she had a zombie chasing her.
Dude, those are muscles you don't use unless you use them.
I mean, not muscles you use. What? What?
I'm just saying, if you had to crawl, but not even on your hands and knees, on your
Mhm.
like elbows and knees,
Yeah.
like try doing it for like 1 minute, literally 1 minute. It's hard because you don't use those muscles and you're not used to it. And you can like maybe get like a little burst of energy, but you're gonna be like, holy shit, this is hard, and I have to keep going and going and going. You're not you're not trained for endurance in that way.
Okay, that's fair. She really had a hard time with it though. Like whatever, it's fine. But
You wait,
man,
you go to the gym, do you do like planks and stuff?
no, fuck planks.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like that's not even
All
moving.
right. I'm saying fine. It fine. Understood. But it was difficult because now she has to do that while the zombie is chasing her. And zombies don't have any sort of muscle fatigue. They don't care. So they're going to keep going. So
Yeah,
that's
all
got to
they
be
know is
terrifying.
is hunger.
Right. And then Manny gets shot in the head by Spears. Spears has saved the day.
Once again,
Yep.
Spears is a real deus ex machina when you need one.
Yep. Usually it's a terrible shot.
I mean,
I mean, I guess it was close enough. It's fine. That was it, right? Like,
yeah,
oh,
that's the full episode, I think.
they blocked some doors and stuff and just ran off, and that was it.
One thing we didn't talk about is like Rose in the middle of about to be getting raped, Lance, who's like tied up in the same
Oh,
room,
right.
like is yelling like, leave her alone, stop it. And for some reason the guy like stops raping in order to like deal with this person who's chained up and complaining.
Right. He's not going to listen to the woman that's screaming that he's trying to rape. He's going to listen to this idiot that's chained up and on drugs.
Right. Rose is not chained up.
No.
She could fight, she could run away. But yeah, this beefy guy, I guess he's not very good at focusing on the rape.
Focus, dude.
Focus, you're trying to commit a rape here.
Let's go. And so when Rose escapes, she brings Lance with her, which just Lance. I do not like Lance because he's all super duper high and can barely walk. And she's trying to run away from crowds and zombies. And
druggies.
yes, she does slap the shit out of him to try and wake him up, which I appreciated. But Lance.
Are there other people that we can assume were prisoners that are released and escape? Do they get turned? Is it just a wave of zombifying for everyone?
Yeah, I think we can
If not
assume.
part of our gang.
Yeah, I think we can assume that a lot of innocent victims died in that zombification, scorched earth. Fuck
There
your
are no
bunker.
innocent victims.
I think that's what a victim is, but okay.
I'm just saying the world is upside down. Like,
Oh, you mean in the show? Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah. In the show, I'm not saying.
No, that's cool.
I'm not saying that these
You're
are like
victim
people.
blaming me. That's fine. I understand now. I understand.
Yeah, like if they didn't want to be prisoners on crystal meth, then
what are they doing there?
Yeah, what are they doing there?
If they didn't want to be a zombie, why would they let themselves be chained up in a prison? Come on, make it make sense.
yeah, this bizarre space left me confused.
The
And
space or the episode?
the heist upon it left me confused also. And the episode left me confused. There were several levels of confusion.
Yeah.
The biggest is, how come nobody was singing during this heist? Like, I take the original Ocean's 11 to be the blueprint of all heist movies.
Sure.
And you know, Sammy Davis Jr., EO11.
Right. Who would be the Sammy Davis Jr. of this group?
Okay, so if we are calling this group the Rat Pack, and we're assigning,
obviously,
everybody gets to be a Rat Packer. Who's Sinatra? Who's Joey Bishop? Who's Dean Martin? Who's Sammy Davis Jr.? Who are the rest of the Rat Pack?
Not Shelley Duvall. What's her name? That one guy's sister who believes in reincarnation.
Shirley MacLaine.
Yes, Shirley MacLaine.
Yes, but I don't think she's in that movie though.
Yeah, she is.
Is she?
I think so.
It's been a while since I've seen it.
I think she was part of the heist. I think. I don't know.
She might be. Fuck. What if I'm fucking up here? What if I'm fucking up Ocean's 11?
Oh, it's your favorite. Like,
that's the thing everyone knows me for.
You've let everyone down, Josh.
Oh my God. Fuck. Why haven't, okay, so here's a question. They remake Ocean's 11 with like a new cast in the,
the 90s or aughts.
Yeah, the 90s or the aughts. Why? Nancy Sinatra is right there. Like,
thank you.
Why the fuck wouldn't you have Nancy Sinatra?
If she's already singing love songs with her dad, put her in this movie. What?
Anyway.
Yeah. You're gonna. No, you're fine. That's whatever.
Well, what?
I already forgot her name after we.
Shirley MacLaine.
You're gonna have Shirley MacLaine be the sex pot when you have Nancy Sinatra right fucking there. Right, well, she's like literally right there.
Well, but Shirley MacLaine is like part of the gang.
Yeah, but you also have Nancy Sinatra.
Right.
Maybe she was too cool. Maybe
she might have been too cool. I mean, she was like a superstar, like badass mod.
She had songs about bikers.
She had songs about boots.
What's cooler than boots? Nothing. That's
Very
why.
Little. I saw her in concert.
How was it?
It was great. She was great. And she had, when she did These Boots Are Made for Walking, like 200 girls filled the stage behind her in like mini dresses and go-go boots to like dance along.
Was it planned or did it just happen?
No, it was planned. It was a flash mob.
I love her.
Yeah, she's amazing. Guys, unfortunately, that's all the time we have.
Oh my God, we've been talking so long that it's like we're smoldering in the morning.
You know what? I see you, Tressa. I see you trying to anger me. I see you playing your little sister games with me.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
You're trying to upset me.
I know.
You're doing your little sister thing to your big bro.
I think I'm older than you, but no.
Listen, Crypt Keeper.
That's right. I like puns. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we should get going.
Guys, we are on fire tonight. That is the name of the program you've been listening to and enjoying, maybe.
Yeah, thanks for listening, and hopefully tomorrow morning you can enjoy some smoldering.
So wait,
Huh?
are you saying you're saying that it's tomorrow morning that they'll be smoldering and not this morning, which you've previously said it's now morning, but now you're talking about a full morning ahead of time.
Yeah, I didn't want to anger you any further, so I'll just say that like tomorrow is when they'll be smoldering in the morning.
Hey, how come people are smoking crack in this episode, but nobody's been smoking cigarettes at all?
Maybe,
or vapes or anything.
well, vapes you got to charge, and it's hard to find a charger or electricity. But maybe cigarettes are just hard to come by. Maybe they're just gross.
They've gone stale, but crack never goes bad.
Right. Yeah. All those smokers in the apocalypse are like, ew, these taste yucky. I don't, ugh. They're like stale. Ugh.
No one is drunk at any point. Like no one is drinking alcohol that I see.
Is that true? Didn't somebody have whiskey at some point?
Did they? Wait, when, where? Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
I could be brain damaged.
Oh, I definitely am.
I could be brains damaged.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
We gotta go. We got other shows to talk about.
Please stop trying to make us stay. We have to go.
Stop. We gotta go.
We have pressing engagements.
Thank you.